up, family? This is Convos, the round table talk, and we have these beautiful people on the panel today. Once again, this is number 2. Let's get into it. Everybody loose? Everybody ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
I see the smile.
Let's be fast.
Oh, good. Has the alcohol kicked in?
I'm drinking coffee. Right.
Well, first question to the ladies. Anyone can answer. I want to know one thing about y'all. Why is it so hard to satisfy y'all? Anybody can answer. Go and lie to me. Since nobody want to answer first, I'm going to put it on somebody. Miss Montoya Gowan is going to start it off. Why is it so hard to satisfy one?
For some of us, it's difficult to satisfy us because we're not sure what we need. Or we're not sure how to express what we need depending on who it is that we need it from.
Agreed.
I can agree. Yeah, I agree with that. But don't you know what you're getting yourself into before?
In my 20s, no.
Oh.
In my 40s, absolutely.
You that old?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that it?
Black on crack.
Well, I'm going to say this. Ladies, it's hard satisfying y'all.
What kind of satisfaction are you talking about?
Right.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I mean, is that nothing is enough. You understand what I'm saying? I can give you the world, then you want the sky. I can give you the sky, then you want the planets. I can give you the planet, then you want the whole universe. And whatever comes after that. So why, why aren't you all satisfied with anything? Because it's I know it's already hard being a man.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not a true statement that we're not satisfied with anything.
Okay, go ahead.
When I say satisfaction, what are we talking about? Emotional, physical, mental. You have all of these faculties that you have to stimulate a female with.
But since you brought that out, since you brought all those segments out, explain all those things you said.
Oh, God.
Mentally, physically, and emotionally. Financially.
Well, financially, I personally, I've been married twice, and both of my husbands took care of me. I never had to work outside the home, so I always had my own business, but my money was my money. So financially, I've always been a kept woman, if you would say so.
Are you spoiled?
That's it. Emotionally, I was satisfied. I guess with my first husband, mind you, I was 19, he was 39, and so we had 3 babies together. We were married 17 years. They were great years. We made the decision when we came into it that we were going to, if we had to leave out, we was going to leave out the same way we came in.
Right.
And we came in as friends, and when we decided that it was time for us to go, we left as friends. And we still to this day have a great relationship because he gave me everything I needed except for the physical excitement that I needed going forward in the marriage. In the beginning, well, he has a PhD in loving. Don't get me wrong. He has a PhD in loving, but he was traditional. Right. And so, I was around all these girlfriends, and they was like, they in the kitchen, they on the sand, they in the beach, they on the airplane. I was like, I want to do all of those things. And he was like, nah, we're not doing those things. I was like, well, if we can't do those things, and it's not even open for discussion.
Did you step out?
I never. I'm a lawyer woman, never stepped out.
For real?
Never. No, I don't. Because he was great. He was a great lover.
Okay.
I just wanted to experience more. And he said the more that I gravitated out with my girlfriends, vacationing and stuff, he was always afraid that I wasn't going to come back. And he said his heart couldn't take it. So he's like, well, what we going to do about it? And I was like, well, if we not out for change, then I guess we've come to the end of our journey.
Did you know what you was getting yourself into in the beginning?
I didn't know I didn't know. So by me being 19 and he was 39, I just knew my role. I grew up in a Christian household. I knew my role is to be a great wife and a great mother. Mm-hmm. And so for years, 17 years, I was a great wife and a great mother. Mm-hmm. But then I got to the point where I wanted to be a woman. I wanted to be me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, while you was in a relationship, you were still growing up.
I was growing up.
You were still growing up in that marriage.
Right. And then I wanted to be me. I spent so much of my life being somebody's wife, somebody's mom, somebody's daughter. Right. And I didn't know who I was for me. And so it was just time for me to move on.
I like that. You handled yourself well. You handled yourself well.
She did do good.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
Well, so I am divorced, and I was married to a guy who was really, really good. And our relationship ended kind of similar to that. Mm-hmm. But what I learned about was the 5 love languages. You know about the 5 love languages?
We won't speak about that.
I'll talk about this last.
Okay. So a lot of people don't know that how the 5 love languages work is, if my love language is quality time and your love language is acts of service, you have to speak quality time to me. You can't speak acts of service to me and expect me to be okay and feel loved and cared for. So if you keep speaking your language to me, then nothing you do will ever be enough.
So who's lacking in that predicament?
We're both lacking.
So that's when that's where the 50-50 comes in?
No, that's where I'm going to intentionally try to speak acts of service to you so that you can feel loved, but the disconnect comes in where I slip into speaking quality time to you, but that ain't what you need.
Yeah, even if it's uncomfortable, you still try to do it. That's the hardest thing for me.
Right. If it's uncomfortable, but if you really care about that person, then you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone to give them those things. And if you don't have the capacity to do so, then that's where you're like, okay, I think this is where we're
came to the end of the road.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we spoke about that the last time those 5 love language. What you speak about?
All the different types, like
I think you owe money one.
That's mine too.
But my thing is, are you guys willing to learn and grow with somebody as far as trying to make it work? Therapy, going different avenues. He may not have been comfortable in the bedroom, but did you try the hallway or maybe just the floor first and then?
It was up to him.
It was up to him. Right, she said it was up to him.
I was wide open. So I'm ready to try everything besides what we had been trying. The bedroom. I was ready to try the washing machine on the spin cycle.
Right.
Do you think it's the way that you came to him though? Because like we talking about languages, sometimes it's your approach of how you come to someone different. Now you messing with an OG or old head, it's hard to get a new dog, old dog, new tricks.
Yeah.
But it's ways that you still can go about doing that. And then I heard you talk a lot about your girlfriends and stuff like that and bringing them into the relationship. Do you feel like there was
But they weren't into the relationship because they was.
At the same time.
Yeah, but they were. But
not when they got divorced. That's what I'm talking about. When all these changes start coming, and I find this difficult with dealing with like. We on the air, we just saw the Aisha Carey thing. And that's kind of what Mike was speaking about. It's like you try to give everything, but then you talk to your girlfriend, and, well, she's doing this and that, and, well, she said this and that with her dude and this and that, and then you start bringing other dynamics in when you was just perfectly fine. So, I mean...
But she still has needs that
And so you have to think about something. She was 19. She was 19. He was 39. Eventually, she was going to get to that point anyway. Because you have a big age gap difference. And I understand where she's coming from because I have that with my son's father. It was a big gap age difference. And when you're like, come on, let's spice it up. Let's do this. Let's do... My back hurt, my knees hurt. And I'm not saying, that nothing against him, but you have to think about those things when you're getting into it. So, those that have that big gap age difference, you have to think about that now. And when you first doing it, it's not like oh, this is gonna be forever. You know what I'm saying? You don't really think like this is gonna be forever. Okay, this is the time. This is what we doing right now. And then as time progresses, like okay, all right, we talking about moving on. We finna get married. Okay, we gonna do this, and now it's like okay, let's see if we can try this. No, I don't think I want to do that. You don't want to try for me? That's the question we ask. You don't want to try for me?
I don't want to move out my comfort zone.
Right. And so it's not.
I can say that on camera. I did that. I'm sorry.
So it's like, you know, okay, so what are you willing to do for me? Because I'm showing you what I'm willing to do for you. But what are you willing to do for me? It's not that women are not satisfied. And I'm going to talk about Keisha Curry. Aisha. Baby, Aisha. Bless your heart and all your body parts. Okay, so look. With that, it wasn't that she's seeking more things. Everybody wants to know that they're wanted. Yeah. Even if it's not from your mate. Yeah. You want to walk down the street and somebody say, "Oh, you look good." You be like, especially if your mate hadn't said that to you that day, and somebody says, "You're pretty." Oh, that just make you feel so good. But to not hear it, period, but then your mate hears it all the time, you are going to feel some type of way. You're going to be like, dog, am I still pretty? Do he still want me? All these people jumping over him. Why is nobody jumping over me? It's not that she wants anything else. She just wants to know that somebody else looks at her the way they look at him.
Well, I think it could be that she may want more.
It probably could be.
Yeah, I mean,
and I think she's just not.
She probably would not have said something like that.
No, I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Sometimes we're in relationships. And relationships are the best place to be. They're the best place to be because it's two people. You intermingling, you cohabitating, you building families and legacies. Relationships are the greatest place to be. But then you get to the point where, not like financially, she needs nothing. That's understood. Right. Mentally, we don't know what she needs. See, everybody looking at it, oh yeah, she got all the money. Or what more she want? Like Mike said, there are things that's not being satisfied. If they were being satisfied, then she wouldn't have said the statement. It don't matter if it was pre-marriage, during marriage. She said it because there is something lacking. We don't say anything out of our mouth unless our spirit is lacking something.
Yeah, she said it was
She's lacking something.
She said it was going to sound weird.
Right. So if her spirit is lacking words of affirmation, then she can get all of those other things, but she's still not going to feel love as much as she could because she's not getting those words of affirmation. So he could be saying, I'm giving her everything, but you're not giving her everything.
And then a lot of people like money. Everybody's talking about the money thing. Okay, what after the money?
So let me ask you this then. So the small things count with you all.
Very small things.
So that I loved you, tap on the booty, I have to get out of the shower and
absolutely.
Yes.
You know my favorite color. You know my favorite food. Because they mean you're paying attention to me. You're really into me. You're interested in me.
Yeah.
That's why the small thing matters to us. Because they mean, okay, he really cares. He paying attention. He like I'm gonna go get these chocolates.
For many of us, the small things matter. Now, for some of us, we prefer Instagram followers and cash. But even that says something else if you go deeper.
Yes. Yes.
I got you. The small things count.
Small things.
We need to know you're paying attention.
That's it.
Yeah, we paying attention, but some of us work so hard to satisfy you financially because if a man go broke, y'all dry up fast.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Man go broke, y'all dry up fast, and
that's not
true. The manager at your job, he has his change.
It depends on how you were raised. I'm gonna say and what area you come from, because I was raised to be domestic or I was raised to be single. My mom was like, look, if you got a man, this is what you do to keep him. If you don't have a man, this is what you do to keep yourself. So, and it was never money. She never mentioned money. She didn't say be with somebody because of money. She said that'll come if y'all build together.
You right about
So,
that.
I mean, it's not for everybody. You know, it just depends on how you were raised.
Yes.
Well, let's wrap that segment up. On what we talking about?
Satisfaction.
Women are never
Satisfied.
Never satisfied.
Lies and garbage. Hey everybody, I'm Butterfly. I know Mike called me Ellen the whole time. Don't call me Ellen, I'm Butterfly.
Butterfly.
What? My baby, what it do? But anyway, I am a 4-time author. I am a life coach. I am also a mother, a daughter, and I don't know what else. They say I'm a playwright. I have no idea what that is, but yeah, there we go. But anyway, this is my first book, which is my baby. It's called If You Change the Words, You Change the Meaning, An Addict Struggle to Let Go. And my daughter didn't pack the second book like she's supposed to. And this is the third one, which is Melphamine Juvie, Love versus Lust, A Cougar's Passion. And my other book is a children's book, and it's called Baby Boys Are Brilliant. So I'm Ellen Butterfly. Ellen, you can find me anywhere on social media. Butterfly with 2 Y's.
I am Montoya McGowan. I am a therapist, and I am the owner of Stopping the Chase Counseling and Consulting. I specialize in trauma and relationship issues. I mostly work with entrepreneurs, and I can be found on Facebook and Instagram, Stopping the Chase Counseling, or Montoya McGowan.
Hi, I'm Dominique. I'm a leasing agent, and I'm in the beginning stages of a nonprofit called Saving Superman about seatbelt safety.
It's Tamika Wilson, and I'm a recruiter with Omnivision's foster care agency. So if you are interested in becoming a foster parent, then holler at me.
Hello, honey bunnies. My name is Sakara Fuller. I am an actress, part of Steve Brown Productions. I also am currently building my brand, Fuller Flame. You can find me on Facebook at Sakara Fuller or on Instagram at Fuller Flame. And I love squeezies.
Hello, my name is Salt. I'm not going to tell you my real name because I don't use it. But I am Salt 7. I have a clothing line called Exclusives. I have a boutique called Exclusives. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. I am a part of Steve Brown Productions. Yay! Which has brought me, I'm blessed, it has brought a lot of prosperity into my life. And I have a page called Salt Inspires. So if you ever feeling down and you just want a little pick-me-up, go to Salt Inspires, and I put different inspirational quotes on Facebook, and you can tag them, post them, do whatever you want to do, say they're yours, but my name is Salt, and it's on there, so you can't do all that. That's me.
Hi, I'm Cedric Woodall. You can find me on all my social media pages. I'm an actor, comedian. I'm a YouTube blogger, influencer. I also will be selling chocolate bear shirts, and I'm here for everyone's shirts on my Facebook page. All of my ads, plus Cedric Woodall. Instagram, born_again_hooligan. All right. I'm Steve Brown of Steve Brown Productions. I just want some respect in my name. Hello, I'm Steve Brown of Steve Brown Productions. Playwright, actor, director, visionary. Also have a nonprofit, Mid-South Theater Foundation. All right? Make sure you all stay tuned. Find me on social media, Steve Brown, and it's Steve Brown Productions as well.
This is Convos Roundtable Talk number 2. I am Michael Kraft, better known as Cutz, the Bob, entrepreneur. You can find me and follow me at Cutz DA Barber, and Instagram, and Cold Cuts Elite Apparel at Instagram, and follow my YouTube page. Please subscribe at Cold Cuts Elite. And thank y'all for listening. Look out for number 3. Peace.